Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome everyone and Assalamu alaikum. Miss Fatima, you are writing something on the screen. Please do not do so. Okay, respected participants, thank you so much, Miss Huma. I'm sure I'm audible. I'm assuming I'm audible and the screen is there. So let's proceed further into this lecture. We are going to discuss two important things. And the first is, oh, all right, Miss Fatima. But at 9 p.m. it's not feasible to have a stable class owing to internet's problem, owing to peak hours. So if it is not a suitable time for mothers, maybe you may discuss the same issue in the group, and any time before 6 p.m. will be feasible. We will definitely adjust our class accordingly. So we have two mock sessions, two mock interview sessions. Moreover, we are going to discuss the important questions, those questions that been the part of previous interviews from 18th centuries. So this century is very important. We are going to discuss all the questions from this century. Moreover, we will try to understand the clear difference between the age of prose and reason, how the age of prose and reason is going on, and what are the differences between these two ages. So, what comes in our mind when we talk about the new classical school of poetry, and what are the questions exactly that were there in previous interviews? Moreover, after that, we will try to understand the heroic couplet. I'm talking about the questions. So those questions were directly associated with the heroic couplet and the dictions, the poetic dictions. So all the questions will be there, and we are going to discuss them one by one once we are done with the interviews, once we are done with the mock interviews. Remember one thing before proceeding further, एक चीज हमेशा याद रखिएगा और वही होती है कि whenever you are going for your interview, whenever you are there, आपने जब भी आपका जो schedule आएगा, हम थोड़ा सा history में अभी चल के समझ लेते हैं कि अभी हो क्या रहा है. We are living in 2022, so we need to understand कि हमारे पास अभी जो चीजें चल रही हैं, जिस तरह से कमीशन मूव कर रहा है, हमें कमीशन की मूव्स को समझना बहुत जरूरी है. और मूव इस तरह से है कि कल भी हमारा जो है वो एसएमआई जो है सोशल मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंसर, उन्होंने एक पोस्ट हमारे ऑफिशियल पेज के ऊपर अपडेट की थी. उसमें कुछ 6 या 7 के करीब जो है वो कुछ आज भी 2-3 रिजल्ट्स आए हैं. रिजल्ट्स जो है वो कमीशन ने अपडेट किए हैं. हमारे लिए समझने की बात ये है कि हमें रिजल्ट्स तक तो ठीक है मामला, हमें इसके बाद इनके इंटरव्यूज को देखना है. और उसके लिए हमारे पास जो है वो प्लानर सबसे जबरदस्त चीज है कि हम उस पर जाके देख सकते हैं कि व्हेन दे आर गोइंग टू प्लान द इंटरव्यूज ऑफ ऑल दी सब्जेक्ट्स के जिनका इन्होंने रिजल्ट दे दिया. 2022 में जो इंटरव्यूज अभी प्लान हो रहे हैं, इससे पहले वाले जो प्रीवियस ईयर्स में इंटरव्यू होते रहे हैं, 2020 में, 2017 में इंग्लिश लेक्चर के, 2015 में या 2012 में, उसमें टाइमिंग्स फिर भी जो है वो 10 से 15 डेज तक का गैप जा रहा था. लेकिन अभी जो है ये गैप कम होकर 7 से 9 डेज तक आया हुआ है अभी तक, जो अभी तक सिचुएशन चल रही है. सो माय रिक्वेस्ट इज कि आप इन चीज़ों को बड़ी क्लोजली ऑब्जर्व कीजिएगा. और इंग्लिश का रिजल्ट जो है वो बहुत ब्राइट चांसेस हैं इसी महीने के अंदर अंदर, इसी माह में आएगा. और काइंडली यहाँ पे ये भी बताना जरूरी है कि कुछ फूल्स, दोज पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन फूल्स पैराडाइज, वो ये कहते हैं कि मैं देख रहा था, हम भी सोशल मीडिया को जब देख रहे होते हैं, अगस्त में आएगा, किसी ने कहा सितंबर में आएगा, किसी ने कहा अक्टूबर में आएगा. तो आपको याद होगा जब आपका रिटन टेस्ट होना था, रिटन टेस्ट में एमओसीसी ने बड़े वसगाफ लफ्जों में बता दिया था. हमने 2 दफा डेट्स दी थी, पहले टेंटेटिव दी थी हमने मई में, और फिर हमने जो है वो 12 या 10 से 15 जून तक की हमारी जो है वो प्रिडिक्शन थी कि यहाँ पे जो है वो आ जाएंगे. सो ऐसा ही हुआ कि आपका टेस्ट हो गया. जब लोग कह रहे थे कि शायद पीएमएलएन की गवर्नमेंट आ जाएगी तो खत्म हो जाएगा, ये प्रोजेक्ट खत्म हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. सो इस सारी की सारी बहस का मकसद आपको ये समझाना है कि आपने एक चीज को हमेशा याद रखना है, एंड दैट इज you are not going to waste your precious time on these rumors. आप अपने वक्त को बिल्कुल भी इन तमाम फजूल चीजों पे जाया नहीं करोगे, बिकॉज आपके पास इतना टाइम है ही नहीं कि आप इन फजूल चीजों को देख सकें, ठीक है। और अगर आप इन तमाम चीजों पर टाइम जाया करते हो तो यू आर जस्ट बिकमिंग अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पैराडाइज, जिसे हम फूल्स पैराडाइज कहते हैं। सो इन तमाम चीजों को, इन एस्पेक्ट्स को अपने फिंगर टिप्स पे रखिएगा, इनको देखने की कोशिश कीजिएगा, समझने की कोशिश कीजिएगा। यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम। और आपको इस सफिशिएंट टाइम ना होने की वजह से जिस चीज पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है, दैट इज कि आप अपनी प्रिपरेशन को अपने फिंगर टिप्स पे रखिए। उसके लिए एक आसान सा फॉर्मूला मैंने ऑलरेडी आपके साथ डिस्कस किया था, आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू रिपीट इट वंस अगेन हियर। आपके पास जो लिस्ट है आप के ग्रुप के अंदर अवेलेबल है, आपका एलएमएस जो है जिसका लिंक आपके ग्रुप के अंदर मौजूद है, वहां पे है। आपने उस लिस्ट में वो 2 बुक्स को डेली बेसिस पे आप कवर किए, जो उनके किस तरह से कवर करना है वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दिस थिंग। बट जिन चीजों को आपको समझने की जरूरत है, जिन चीजों को आपको मजीद अच्छे से समझने की और देखने की जरूरत है, वो ये है यहाँ पे कि आप जब भी फोकस करें अपने इंटरव्यू पे, कुछ चीजों को जहन में रख लीजिएगा कि इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट your knowledge, it's about your confidence as well. But your confidence without knowledge is a thing that is next to impossible. So इन चीजों इंतहाई गौर से समझना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ये चीजें आपकी फिंगर टिप्स पे होनी चाहिए। और आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग योर इंटरव्यूज इन द मंथ ऑफ अगस्त एज पर फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स आर कंसिडर्ड। सो आई एम फीलिंग कि आपको अगस्त से ऑनवर्ड्स बिल्कुल भी टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, तो आपकी प्रिपरेशन अच्छे से होनी चाहिए। Actually, we have 2 mock interviews today. So the first one is the mock session of Miss Sonia. So we have Miss Sonia with us. Please write yes in the chat box ताकि मैं आपको unmute कर सकूं. So Miss Sonia is there. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Sonia. You're requested to unmute yourself, Miss Sonia. All right, Miss Sonia, you have unmuted yourself. How are you, Miss Sonia? Miss Sonia, please open your mic. यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल मिस सोनिया। आपने पहले भी माइक ओपन किया, दोबारा बंद कर दिया, अभी फिर दोबारा आपने माइक अपना बंद कर दिया है। आपको माइक बंद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप दोबारा से अनम्यूट कीजिए। आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है मिस सोनिया? क्योंकि हम आपको नहीं सुन पा रहे हैं। मीनवाइल आप अपनी वॉइस को ऑल राइट, यस इट इज बेटर। वालेकुम अस्सलाम मिस सोनिया, हाउ आर यू?
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. How are you, sir?
Okay, good. Thank you so much. I'm perfectly fine and all right. So I'm sure कि आप जो है पाकिस्तान की बदलती हुई सियासत को जरूर एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे।
Yes, sir, enjoying. But I am not interested in
माशाल्लाह।
so much in politics. But as far as Mr. Khan is concerned, I am his fan, so I enjoy.
अच्छा, मिस्टर खान के जो फैन है वो काफी ज्यादा तादाद में है। आप कौन से वाले फैन हैं? ये जो उड़ने वाले फैन है या दूसरे वाले फैन है?
सर आई एम अ सिंपल टाइप ऑफ गर्ल, तो मैं फिर उनकी बस पर्सनैलिटी जैसे भी हमें इफेक्ट करती है, जिस पहलू से भी हम उस बंदे के फैन हो जाते हैं, तो भाई इन्हें लाइक करती हूँ अपने हीरो के तौर पे भी, और एज ए ग्रेट लीडर भी, और हर लिहाज से मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं मिस्टर खान।
चलें, ये तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है। अल्लाह ताला की ज़ात जो है आपको और आप जिनके साथ एसोसिएटेड हैं उनको सलामत रखें, और बाकी सब भी जिनके लीडर्स के साथ उनके एसोसिएशंस हैं। तो आपके अंदर जो है अभी जो निज़ाम चल रहा है, वैसे अपने इंटरव्यू में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। ये कौन सा सिस्टम है, पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम जो है? इमरान खान साहब भी जो हैं, इनके पास अभी कितनी सीटें हैं इस जो है पंजाब असेंबली के अंदर?
सर मुझे इस बारे में इतना ये नहीं है नॉलेज, सॉरी सर। मैंने कहा ना, मैं सियासत में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हूँ, वैसे ही मैं ऊपर उड़ने वाली फैन समझ, सो आई डोंट नो।
अच्छा, चलें ठीक है जी। आप ना फिर 2 पर्सनैलिटीज में आपको रिकमेंड करूंगा, आप उन्हें भी देखिएगा, सद्दाम हुसैन को देखिएगा, ठीक है। आपको सद्दाम हुसैन की पर्सनैलिटी भी काफी मुतासिर करेगी। और दूसरे नंबर पे जुल्फकार अली भुट्टो को भी देखिएगा,
जी
वो
सर,
भी एक बड़ी
उन्हें
अच्छी
जानती हूँ मैं
पर्सनैलिटी
थोड़ा
थी,
बहुत,
मुझे यकीन है कि
उन्हें थोड़ी बहुत जानती हूँ। यस यस
हाँ
सर, मैं उनकी फैन हूँ पहले भी।
हाँ
सद्दाम हुसैन को नहीं देखा, उन्हें
चलें,
देखूंगी जरूर।
छोड़ तो हम फॉर्मल इंटरव्यू की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। मिस सोनिया,
श्योर जी,
हमें स्टार्ट करना चाहिए? ओके गुड।
श्योर सर,
सो
करें शुरू अल्लाह का नाम
मिस
लेते।
सोनिया, what thank you so much. So Miss Sonia, my first question is about your hometown and about your qualification. What are your last qualifications and from where you are exactly?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am from Ahmednagar. My last qualification, my last degree is a master in English, and I did it in 2015. And after that, I was selected as SSE, and since 2017, I have been working as SSE English here in my alma mater, GGHSS Ahmednagar. So I am Ahmednagar. I am from Ahmednagar. Anything else, sir?
Okay, all right. You have mentioned you're from Ahmednagar.
Yes.
Ahmednagar is in Narwal, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry, sir.
What is the name of
Yes.
what is the name of your district? What is the name of your district?
My district name is Gujranwala. Gujranwala.
Okay, all right. So, but basically you're from Ahmednagar, that is a part of the Gujranwala.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So you have mentioned you are a part of school education department. You are SSE. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
meaning of SSA? Is it
School.
senior school teacher?
Yes, senior school educator.
Is it senior school educator or
Secondary school educator. Sorry,
educator?
Secondary school educator.
Okay, all right. So because you are in school education department and I need to let you know the name of the minister. Who is a Punjab minister who is dealing the school education department nowadays? What is the name of that person?
Sorry, sir. Sorry, I have not searched about it.
Okay, please. So you are a teacher, and how many years you have spent with this job?
Sir, since 2017 onward, almost 5 years have been completed in this month, because my joining was in August, from 1st August, and there are only 8 days have been left to be completed the whole 5 years of my experience.
Okay, all right. So, Ms. Sonia, you have spent approximately 5 years in this department, school education department.
Yes, sir.
You're a teacher by choice, or you're a teacher by chance?
Yes, sir, I am here teacher by choice, because it's from since my very young age, I had a type of temperament that I was fond of delivering speeches in the in the gatherings, and since then I had a type of desire in my heart that I will become a teacher, and so Alhamdulillah, God gave me the opportunity, and I am satisfying. I am satiating my desire, and when I entered this school, there was another blessing in disguise for me there, as there was not any SS. Our school is a government girl higher secondary school, and there is no SS English. So I was forced there to teach English to the intermediate classes as well. This was a great opportunity for me to satisfy myself with my long lasting desire to become a lecturer. So I am enjoying it, and I am learning a lot, being the colleague of my teachers, because I did my metric from that very school. So it's a wonderful experience.
So, thanks so much for giving us such a clear You teacher by choice. Why you want to switch from SED to GD?
Sorry, sir, you are not audible. There is distortion in voice.
Okay,
I am
am I
unable to
audible now?
understand.
Okay, is it fine
Yes,
now? Is it fine now?
yes.
Okay. Miss Sonia, my question is why you want to switch from SED to HED?
Yes. Because, sir, when I was given the opportunity to teach both of these classes in intermediate classes as well as metric classes, and I was much clear after teaching and after having experience there by teaching both of these classes. I found a drastic change in the students, in the way of teaching, in all the scenario was there, which I enjoyed was teaching the intermediate classes, because just because of my own temperament, it's my idiosyncrasy perhaps that I enjoy the teaching of the intermediate classes, because there is a difference of level between both of these two levels. As for metric classes are concerned, I did it
Fair enough.
in
Fair enough.
as
Fair
a,
enough. Thank
yes,
you so much.
yes.
Fair enough. So, what are your hobbies? What do you do in your
Hobby.
leisure time?
Sorry, sir. Your answer, please repeat. Your
What are
question.
your hobbies? What are your hobbies?
Okay,
What
sir.
are
My
your
hobby.
hobbies?
Yes, my hobbies. If I talk about the two hobbies which give me peace, which give me enjoy, and these are one giving primarily I like to help others, and the second one is teaching. And I have chosen the teaching profession as a platform to help my students, and this is the way that both of these have hobbies are just like the two sides of the same coin. So I don't have any difference between them. This is a great type of blessing for me that I have and I do on my daily basis in my job.
Well, you have mentioned helping other, assisting others is your hobby.
Yes, sir.
How you're going to justify this hobby? For example, when for the last time you have helped a person, is there any incident that is there in your mind?
Yes,
Like
sir.
hobby is
There are.
something. What is the definition of hobby, Miss Sonia?
Sir, definition of hobby is this, that one thing that gives us joy, not just happiness, gives us joy, that gives us peace, that solaces us. Sir, a lot many things I have tried that to discover my hobby, but I was failed to discover the true happiness and true joy. And I just resultantly came to the decision that these two things only give me the delight, and one thing gives me delight, another thing gives me excitement. I feel more energetic after teaching, after taking my class.
Okay,
If
so
sometimes.
you always help others when you are free. So in case you
Yes,
are
sir.
not free, you are not going to help those people because you are not free. Because
uh,
helping others is your hobby. So if someone is
yes,
in a problem and you are busy, you are not going to help that person. Is it so? Because it's not your hobby. Hobby is something that we are doing in our leisure time, na? So the question
yes.
is, if you're busy, if you're taking your class, and because someone is in a problem, so you will not be able to help that person.
Sir, yes, it is so. I will not be able, but whenever I feel I feel that I am free, then I totally engage myself in that type of activity. And most of the
Oh,
time, it is not a specified time. It is my routine, and my part of life. And whenever if I have opportunity and time, I do, because this thing gives me delight. Thing gives me peace, and it is not
good.
for the sake that I
So
may help
fun.
others and give peace to others. It
Hmm.
is for myself, for my peace.
Okay, so you have mentioned you've been teaching intermediate classes because you are assigned the duties of taking intermediate classes.
Yes,
So
sir.
intermediate classes, we have poems. You know, a book is there.
Yes.
Can you just name out the first three poems? First three poems
Yes, sir.
from the intermediate book.
Sir, first one because there is a poetry portion in the first year only. Second year is there is no poetry, and in first year the poems are first one is the rain, and the second one is the night mail, and the third one is the oh, where are you going? Perhaps is the fourth one, and third one is the loveliest of trees, the cherry now. These are perhaps, and some are
Oh yes,
perhaps yes.
yes,
Is it so?
yes. So who is the author of the poem The Rain?
Yes, sir.
Who has written The Rain,
The
the
rain
very
is
first poem?
yes, sir. The rain is written by W.H. Davis.
Okay, can you recite some lines from The Rain?
Sir, lines. No, sir. I am not so much. I have not
Okay,
revised.
okay,
Yes.
just listen. I
Yes.
hear leaves drinking rain. I hear
Yes.
rich leaves on top, giving the poor beneath, drop after drop. It's sweet,
Yes.
nice to hear these green leaves drinking water.
Yes.
So, can you identify the literary devices in these lines that I have uttered in front of you? I hear leaves drinking rain. I hear rich leaves on top, giving the poor beneath, drop after drop. It's a sweet, nice to hear these green leaves drinking near.
Sir,
So
here,
you're supposed to.
yes.
Mhm,
Hmm. Here,
mhm.
the very first thing that comes into my mind now is this, that this description gives touch our senses. It gives delights to our eyes. It just like we hear the music. So there is a auditory and the visual imagery there.
No.
These are the devices.
Okay. Just let's remain precise here. What do you feel?
Yes.
We have any metaphor here, personification here, oxymoron here, enjambment here, imagery here? So, how many total literary devices have been used by W.H. Davies in this poem?
Hmm. Sir, enjambment perhaps, because sir,
What
I have not
What is
learned the lines.
enjambment?
Sir, enjambment is a device when a line of words without completing its sense goes on to the next line, and
Yeah,
then
without full stop, we proceed further.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
the rain here is metaphor. The rain is metaphor here. It is symbolizing something.
yes, sir,
So, what it is
sure, sir.
symbolizing?
Rain is symbolizing we can say the blessings or the benefits that are giving by the God or by the authority, and the leaves
Fair enough.
are
Fair
yes.
enough. Fair enough. Yes. All right. Okay. So there is also oxymoron. There is an example of oxymoron in this
Yes,
particular poem. So can you point out where is oxymoron?
sir,
I hear leaves
oxymoron.
drinking rain. I hear rich leaves on top, giving the poor beneath, drop after drop. It's a sweet, nice to hear these green leaves drinking air. So where is oxymoron? Okay,
Mm, sorry, sir. But I know what is the definition of oxymoron, but I am unable to identify now.
no worries. Okay, who is the writer of Loveliest of the Tree is the Cherry now?
Sir, Loveliest of the Tree is Cherry Now is written by A.E. Houseman.
Okay. Can you once again recite some lines from this poem?
Loveliest of Tree is the Cherry Now. Sorry, sir. I don't. I am not so much into poetry, but I like it just to teach and to
But
delight, not learning.
you've been teaching these poems since 5 years. You have mentioned, and
No, sir.
every year definitely. Mhm.
Sir,
You have mentioned that you've been in.
for the whole 5 years, I was not there because there were SSTs also for a year, and for the very last year, I was not given the opportunity
Okay,
because SSTs.
what is your favorite genre, Miss Sonia? What is the name of
Sir,
your favorite genre?
yes, my favorite genre, I am into the novels.
Okay. What is the history of novel? When we
The
see
history,
the very
it is
definition of the novel.
yes, sir. Novel is an Italian word. It is truncation of Italian word novella, and it means new or the piece of news. These two meanings come in this category, and it is, if we talk about its whole definition, it means a fictitious narrative prose writing that is of a whole book length, describing situations, events, even having episodes long in narrative.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, that's true. So, what is the name of first English novel?
Sir, first English novel is said to be the Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe.
Very good. Yes, it is. Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe is the first English novel. Yes, that's true. My question about your favorite genre is, what do you feel about Robinson Crusoe's and Daniel Defoe's novel? You know, we have a lot many other novels by Daniel Defoe. So, Robinson Crusoe is nothing but just a minor attempt, or maybe lame attempt, to depict the picture of the age, particularly because Daniel Defoe was a journalist. So, what do you feel about Daniel Defoe's claimation that is Robinson Crusoe is the justified example of the first English novel? Is it really based on true story? Is it the role model for the upcoming 18th century's castaways? So, do you really feel that Robinson Crusoe fulfill the real criterias to be considered a role model for the upcoming novels?
Sir, because just because he is, if I say that he is a model for the upcoming age, it does not satisfy this thing that he should be considered a novelist first, or his writing is a novel. When it can be a novel, and he can be a novelist without being the model too, because perhaps there are, all the novelists may have facts and merits and demerits as well. He, because was of the type, he wrote a type of novel that was picturesque novel, and a type of where a person wanders aimlessly from place to place, and
It's not
learn and
picturesque
discover.
novel. It's not
Yes.
picaresque novel. It is not picturesque novel. It's picaresque. It's
Sorry, sir.
picaresque. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Epic.
So, what do you understand when we say Picaro? Where this word Picaro is from? The word Picaro has been taken
Yes,
from
sir.
which
Sir, I can
language?
guess. I can guess only because I have not searched. Picaro is a word which means a villain, or a bad man, or a wanderer, or a person
Yes,
who
that
does.
is the meaning. My question is, from which language this word Picaros came there in English?
Mhm. Sir, I think
Okay,
French.
can you? Okay, so fine enough, fair enough. Picaro's novels examples. Just name the 5 Picaro novels.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, can you repeat, please? Question. Sir,
Yeah,
your
sure,
voice.
sure. My question is it fine now?
Yes, sir. You are.
My voice is fine now.
Yes, clear.
Okay, Miss Sonia, my question is, can you name out 5 Picaro's novels?
Sir, first one is Robinson Crusoe, definitely, and another one is Henry Fielding's Tom Jones, and
Oh yes. Two.
sir, another one is Tobias Sommerlet's novel was there too. That was of type. Sir, but I am unable to recall now. I know it's.
What is the name of your favorite novelist,
Sir,
Miss Sonia?
Jane Austen is my favorite novelist. I like her.
Why Jane Austen?
Read
Jane
the
Austen.
novels written by Jane Austen, I feel that they are the true depiction of my feelings. It is just like it's I when I read them, I feel that it is not Jane Austen who is writing and delineating her views and her thoughts. I think that it's mine. It's my view. So in this way, I feel that I totally empathize with those feelings, with those description and delineations which she does in her writings, as well as just because she is a simple novelist. Her writings are very simple, domestic, and just like they are feminine. This thing appeals me, captures my attention, and that's why
Okay,
I like.
you have mentioned the feminism. So how
Yes,
many
sir.
works of Jane Austen talk about her feminist point of view?
Sir, almost all her major novels having the feministic point of view.
How many novels
Because,
you have read?
sir, I have read all the 6 major novels, but
Very
one
good.
by text and others I have just
So what is the
taken
name
overview.
of the novel that was not there in your university syllabus?
Sorry, sir.
There was not a
Sorry,
part
sir.
of your university. Just name out the novel. There was not a part of your university syllabus.
Yes, sir. Emma was Emma Sense and Sensibility. Uh, and other just like Persuasion, Northern Arabic, and another one
So they were
is
not included in your university syllabus. You
yes,
haven't
they
read
were
them.
not included. They were not included.
Okay.
Only one
So
was included.
when the first novel Sense and Sensibility was published,
Yes, sir.
when it
Sir,
was
it was
published, Sense and
yes,
Sensibility.
it was published in 1811, and it was published by the effort of his brother Henry, and it was published by a publisher named Edward William. Sir, I am not
Okay, just
remember.
last two questions, and after that we are going to end up the discussion. Uh,
Sir, yes,
Definitely a sort of rapid fire questions. When Pride and Prejudice was published,
yes, sir. Pride and
Pride and
Prejudice was
Prejudice.
published in 1813.
Mhm.
1813, and it was the perhaps date was 18 July, 16 July.
Okay, fair enough. So you even remember the dates as well. So the last question is that what was the first name of the novel of Jane Austen's Persuasions?
First, sorry, sir. Question, I am unable to understand. I have not perceived.
Persuasion is the last novel of Jane Austen's. So my
Yes,
question is that who completed the
yes,
novel after Jane Austen? Because she was not able to complete this novel.
sir. It was the novel that was were published by her siblings. Her brother James was a writer, and they by their efforts got it published under the name of Jane Austen, because all the other novels were not published, and they were published anonymously. These two, this was the very first novel Persuasion that was published under the name of Jane Austen, and it was published by their siblings. So I can say that her siblings were to complete that novel.
Very good. So, talking about the main characters of this particular play, do you remember the names of the characters? Do you know Anne Elliot, Captain Frederick Wentworth, Sir Walter Elliot, Elizabeth Elliot? So, my question is that what do you feel how these characters are highlighting the spirit of feminism?
Feminism. Sir, if I generally could talk, is this that every character, every female character is very much is seen as conspicuous character in her way, in her actions, dialogues. But on the other hand, all the male characters are not so much dominant. They are just described by the view of the women. So she is not concentrating directly on the male. They are just described as as under the shadow of the women. That's why we say that she is a feminist, and not only in that novel, but all the other 6 major novels also this particular aspect is found.
Thank you so much, Miss Sonia. It was a wonderful discussion. Formal interview को हम end करते हैं. It was one of the wonderful interviews that we have conducted so far. आपकी पहले हम प्लस पॉइंट्स पे बात कर लें या पहले नेगेटिविटीज पे बात कर लें?
सर पहले
नेगेटिविटीज में जब भी आप कन्वर्सेशन करते हैं तो आप जो है वो कोड स्विचिंग कर रहे हैं बड़ी फ्रीक्वेंटली, जो है कोड स्विचिंग से गुरेज कीजिए, जो है ठीक है. आप जो है वो बात करते करते जो है कोशिश कर रहे होते हैं कि ऐसा लग रहा होता है कि यू नॉट इन अ फ्रेंड कि आप उर्दू के कुछ वर्ड्स जो हैं जैसे कि तो मगर 5 10 इस तरह से स्विच कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. सो इट इज शोइंग के लेक ऑफ प्रैक्टिस इज देयर, तो इसको इम्प्रूव किया जाएगा, ठीक है. जब आप बात कर रहे थे इन द वेरी बिगिनिंग, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अहमदनगर एंड यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर डिपार्टमेंट. सो आपने बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल्स जो हैं वो प्रोवाइड कर दी जो कि हमें नेसेसरी नहीं थी, जो कि डिस्कशन को डेफिनेटली जो चेयरमैन होते हैं या जो दूसरे होते हैं दे आर ऑब्जर्विंग, वो आपको बाजुकात ज्यादातर तो इंटरप्ट कर देते हैं वहीं पे, क्योंकि दैट्स नॉट माय क्वेश्चन. तो अगर वो ये बात कह रहे हैं तो इट मींस दैट्स नॉट फाइन फॉर यू. अगर वो आपके क्वेश्चन के आंसर में ये बात कह रहे हैं कि इट्स नॉट माय क्वेश्चन, तो आपको वो काफी टफ टाइम देने जा रहे हैं, इसका मतलब है. तो आपने कोशिश करनी है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम जब जो है वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर होगा तो आप एक्सट्रीम लेंथी आंसर से ग्रेज करेंगे. जी, आप कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं?
ओके सर. सर वो जो बात थोड़ी मुझे याद नहीं है शायद, यहाँ मैं थोड़ी कंफ्यूज थी. मुझे जरा बता दें कि कहाँ पर मैंने प्रिसाइज रहना था इसी इंट्रोडक्शन.
आपने अपने इंट्रोडक्शन के अंदर अननेसेसरी डिटेल्स नहीं देनी थी, जिसमें आपको जो है जो क्वेश्चन था कि व्हाट इज योर इंट्रोडक्शन, मैंने आपसे पहले भी ये रिक्वेस्ट की है कि व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर इंट्रोडक्शन, हम अपने सेशन को दोबारा ज्वाइन करते हैं और इसी क्वेश्चन को यहीं से प्रोसीड फर्दर करते हैं, ठीक है मिस